I'm your host, Mike McLean, and I'm here courtesy of the Taylor School District. This year we have 15 schools competing to advance to a state-level competition in April at MSU. Today's contest is between Gibraltar Carlson High School and Trenton High School. Carlson is coached by Jack Wilson. Carlson, please introduce yourselves.
Novik, sophomore.
Samantha Meadows, junior.
Wayne Shepard, senior captain.
Nicole Mercado, senior.
Thank you. Trenton High School is coached by James Trush. Trenton, please introduce yourselves.
Andrea Mossencat, junior. Aaron Baker, junior.
Jacob Bouncer, junior captain.
Nick Bussey, sophomore.
Thank you also. Our first quarter consists of 12 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. Teams may not confer. Please wait until I call on you before you respond. Let's begin. Toss-up 1. Name this Hindu theory. A condition of well-being and happiness caused by a complete discontinuation. Tyler?
Nirvana.
Nirvana is correct. Next one is a math question. If I left Grandma's house at noon and I got there by 2:30 p.m., what would my rate of speed be if Grandma's house is 70 miles away? And that's time. It is 28 miles per hour. Toss-up 3. The rocket weighed 5 tons and can pull a load 3 times its own weight at 12 miles an hour. It was built by George Stephenson in the 1820s. What was the rocket? And Tyler?
A train. A train.
More specific?
A steam train.
Can't take it. Jacob?
Steam locomotive.
Locomotive is what I needed. Toss-up 4. Republican Tim Pawlenty serves as governor of this state, where Democrat Amy Klobuchar was elected to the U.S. Senate in 2006. Her fellow senator defeated former Vice President Walter Mondale to win the 2002 election and may actually face Al Franken in 2008. Name the state where Senator Norman Coleman is a former mayor of St. Paul. Jacob?
Minnesota.
Minnesota is correct. Toss-up 5. After its discovery in 1482, Angola has been influenced by the Portuguese since 1505. Known as the city of Bougainvilleas, what is Angola's capital? And that's time. It's Luanda. Number 6. Some industries can contain only one large firm which can supply the market more efficiently alone than many small competing firms could. The economics of scale created are a barrier to entry into such markets such as utility service. What is the name given to this desirable lack of competition? Tyler?
Monopoly.
More?
Industrial monopoly.
Incorrect. Nick?
Perfect monopoly.
Sorry, not what I have. I needed natural monopoly. Toss-up 7, both teams. The major islands in this sea, including Cres, Pag, Brač, are along the Croatian coast, while its major ports include Bari, Split, and Trieste. Name this arm of the Mediterranean that stretches from the Strait of Otranto in the south to the Gulf of Venice in the north. Jacob?
Adriatic Sea.
The Adriatic Sea is absolutely correct. Toss-up 8. Divorce was not as common 100 years ago as it is today. A person might leave one spouse and go to another state and marry someone else. When this occurred, what crime was this person committing? Wayne?
Bigamy.
Bigamy is correct. Sorry, he was buzzing in. It's not working. He raised his hand first. Toss-up 9. He wrote an epic poem about Scipio Africanus entitled Africa. He is better known for works like On Illustrious Men and his shorter lyrics, many of which are collected in his Rime. A legendary love for Laura motivated what 14th century Italian poet, after whom a kind of sonnet was named? And that's time. The sonnet writers, Shakespeare for the English, and this guy, Petrarch, for the Italians. Toss up 10. This famous company now offers a wide range of darts, dartboards, and accessories. They also have a lifetime guarantee on their knives. What is this company located in El Cajun, California? And that's time. I suppose it's good that you don't know the most famous knife maker in the United States. The company is Buck. Current events. What country missed a deadline in a nuclear deal, a disarmament for aid pact, in which it was to fully account for its nuclear activities by the end of 2007? Nick?
North Korea.
North Korea is correct. Toss up 12. In the United States, what day commonly refers to a Tuesday early in the presidential year when most states simultaneously hold their... Jacob?
Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday is correct. That's the end of our first quarter. We'll be back in a minute to begin our second. We're back to begin the second quarter. It consists of 8 toss-up questions, each worth 10 points. A correct answer entitles that team to a set of 4 bonus questions, each worth 5. Teams may confer on the bonuses, but only the captain may give the answer. Any missed bonus questions will be rebounded to the opposing team. Here we go, toss-up 1. In Freudian theory, it is one of the 3 parts of the mind. What is the term for the conscious, rational... Nicole?
Ego.
Ego is correct. Your bonus questions are in biographies, 2005 biographies. Number 1 for Carlson. James R. Hansen's First Man, about the first astronaut to land on the moon. Name the person.
Isn't that like Neil Armstrong? Neil Armstrong?
Is correct. Number 2, Alan Jacobs' The Narnian, about the author of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
C.S. Lewis.
Lewis?
Is correct. Number 3, Jonathan Eggs' The Luckiest Man, about a Yankee first baseman who played 2,130 consecutive games from 1929 to 1935.
Gehrig?
Gehrig is correct. Lou Gehrig. And lastly, Charles Beauclerc's Mistress to a King, about a 17th century comedienne who had a 17-year-long affair with King Charles II.
That's gross. Do you know?
Nope, sorry.
Captain, need an
No
answer.
answer.
Trenton.
Pass.
That was the tough one of the bunch. Her name is Nell Gwen. Toss-up 2 is a math physics problem. A truck traveling at a constant speed of 40 meters per second goes around a curve having a radius of 200 meters. What is the acceleration? Wayne?
-5 meters per second.
That's incorrect. Time. It is 8 meters per second squared. Toss up 3. Ethylene, abscisic acid, cytokinins are among those found in plants and are responsible for regulating growth. In humans, trophic ones are produced in the anterior pituitary and trigger the release of related ones downstream from the thyroid and other endocrine glands. Name this group of chemical messengers that includes, Tyler?
Hormones.
Hormones is correct. Your bonus question. Identify the following about the human body. Number 1, Name the vitamin into which carotene is converted by the body.
A.
Is correct. Number 2, the type of muscles that enable the body to move.
Skeletal muscles, I think.
Skeletal?
Is correct. Number 3, the term beginning with the letter I that designates the skin system and its surface glands along with the hair and nails.
I don't know. Do you know?
What is it? Epidermis. That's E. So.
No answer?
Trenton.
Integumentary?
Is correct. Back to Carlson. The 2 circuits through which blood travels inside the body.
Wait, what?
Veins?
Capillaries and veins. I don't know.
Arteries and veins?
You go with
Arteries
this.
and veins.
Incorrect. Trenton? Trenton, need an answer.
Pass.
Is the pulmonary system, the pulmonary circuit and the systemic circuit. Toss up 4, both teams. Which river flows about 2,300 miles from its headwaters in Montana through North and South Dakota and then empties into the Mississippi River at St. Louis? Jacob.
Missouri River?
It is the Missouri. Your bonus questions are about the Missouri River, which is said to be too thick to drink and too muddy to plow. Number 1, give me its nickname.
Pass.
Carlson?
Muddy River?
Sorry, can't take it. It's Big Muddy. Back to Trenton. One of the 3 rivers that are at its headwaters.
Columbia?
That's incorrect. Carlson? Captain, need an answer.
Colorado.
That's incorrect. Smaller than both those. Either the Jefferson, the Madison, or the Gallatin. Back to Trenton. The capital city located on it nearest to its source.
I can't hear you. I don't know.
Trenton, need an answer.
Pass.
Carlson?
I don't know. You talk a little louder now.
I can, just don't.
Need an answer.
Pass? Bismarck.
Time. Bismarck, North Dakota.
You should have said it.
Number 4, back to Trenton.
Quietly.
From its source, the second nearest capital city located on the river. Captain?
Pass.
Carlson?
Blank something.
No, capital South Dakota?
Need an answer?
No, sorry.
No answer.
Pierre, South Dakota. Toss up 5, both teams. Identify the Broadway play based on the life and works of Miguel de Cervantes. And that's time. The name of the play is Man of La Mancha. Toss up 6, both teams. Give the number of the quadrant in the Cartesian coordinate system in which the ordered pair -2, -3 lies. Jacob.
3.
3 is correct. Your bonus questions are math questions. Ready? Here we go. For Trenton, number 1. Factor the following perfect square trinomial. C squared plus 2cy plus y squared. Captain, need an answer.
Y plus C squared?
That's incorrect. Carlson?
Quantity C plus Y squared.
Quantity C plus Y squared.
Quantity C
plus
C plus y squared.
That is correct. Back to Trenton. Number 2, what is the area of a square that has a perimeter of 20?
25.
That is correct. And number 3 for Trenton. If lines N and M are parallel lines 5 inches apart, and A and B are points on line N, and they're 10 inches apart, how many points P are there on line M so that triangle ABP is isosceles?
One.
That's incorrect. Carlson?
2.
Also incorrect. It's 5. Back to Trenton. Last one. Give the value of x in the following geometric series: 3, 12, 48, x, 768, 3072.
$192.
192 is correct. Toss up. Number 7, both teams. Pronunciation is not a safe guide to spelling. If one uses the letters that make the sound of F in enough, of I in women, and of SH in fiction, how can one spell the word fish? Jacob
GHOTI.
is correct. And your bonus questions are in spelling. Spell the following words. Slowly, please. Pronunciation.
PRONUNCIATION.
Correct. Occasionally.
OCCASIONALLY.
Also correct. Acquittal.
EQUITTAL.
That's incorrect. Carlson.
Sure that's right? ACQUITAL.
Also incorrect. 2 T's. Back to Trenton. Adolescent.
ADOLESCINT.
Incorrect. Carlson.
ADOLESCENT.
That is correct. Toss up 8, both teams. This is the final calamity visited by Zuss and Nichols on the title character of Archibald MacLeish's J.B. It occurs in the middle of Pat Frank's Atlas Babylon, and at the end of Walter Miller's A Canticle for Leibowitz, and is going on in the beginning of The Lord of the Flies. Name this kind of supremely destructive conflict using weapons based on fission or fusion of atoms. Nick?
Nuclear warfare?
Is correct. Your bonus questions for Trenton luckily don't have anything to do with nuclear warfare. Identify each of the following first ladies from a description and a nickname. Here we go. Number 1. I need first and last name, by the way. Wife of the 14th president, called the shadow in the White House.
Pass.
Carlson?
Right? That's silly.
Answer, please.
No answer.
Her name is Jane Pierce. Back to Trenton. The wife of the 19th president, called Lemonade Lucy. She would only let lemonade in the White House, no alcohol. Captain, need an answer.
Lucy Grant.
That's incorrect. Carlson?
Lame.
Lucy Hayes. Back to Trenton. Wife of the 23rd president, called, nicknamed, Carrie. And an answer.
Pass.
Carlson.
Do you have any idea? No answer.
Carrie, nickname for Caroline, and our 23rd president is Harrison. And the last one for Trenton, and the last one of the round. Wife of our 27th president, called Nellie by her husband.
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Sorry, incorrect. Carlson.
No answer.
Our 27th president is William Howard Taft. His wife, Nellie, is a nickname for Helen Taft. That's the end of our first half. We'll be back in a minute to verify our score and begin our second half. We're back to begin the third quarter of our match. The score after the first half is Trenton High School 115 and Carlson High School 75. We do have substitutes for the Carlson team.
Rebecca Emanuelson, senior.
Thank you. We also have a couple of substitutes for the Trenton team.
Joel Klein, freshman.
Ben Topping, senior.
Thank you. Third quarter is a lightning round. Each team will have 60 seconds to correctly answer 10 questions. Teams may confer, but only the captain may give the answer. Questions not answered correctly will pass to the opposing team. The trailing team in this case is Carlson. Carlson, you have your choice of the following three categories: history, literature, mathematics.
Math.
Math it is. Carlson, given the following binary numbers, give me the Arabic number. Here we go. Number 1, 1000.
Pass.
1010.
Pass.
1110.
Pass.
10010.
Pass.
10100.
Pass.
Do you know these?
100.
Pass.
1 with 4 zeros.
Pass.
1101.
Am I supposed to like say what number this is?
Mm-hmm.
Pass. Oh, I didn't know that.
10110.
Pass. Pass.
10011.
Pass.
Are you going to do them or no?
Yes, I said.
Okay,
Range
no,
our numbers?
100. Sorry,
Random numbers. Huh?
3 zeros.
1,000.
No.
I had no idea what just happened.
Trenton, here we go. Ready? 30 seconds on the clock. 1 with 3 zeros.
8.
Correct. 1010.
10. 10.
Correct. 111. Say
14.
yes.
18.
Yes.
20.
Yes.
4.
Yes.
16.
Yes.
13.
Yes.
Pass. 19.
And 10011.
19.
Correct. And 10110.
22.
Correct. All 10. That's 120 points. Trenton, your choices are history or literature.
Go history.
History.
History it is with 60 seconds on the clock. From the clue, indicate the political leader being described. Here we go. First Prime Minister of Israel.
Sharon.
Sharon.
No. Lost the race for the presidency 3 times, but won the Scopes monkey trial.
Pass.
President of the Confederacy.
Davis.
Yes. Lord Protector of England from 1653 to 1658.
Pass.
Pass.
First signer of the Declaration.
Hancock.
Yes. Wrote Mein Kampf, was dictator of Germany.
Hitler.
Yes. New York governor who 2 times lost the race for presidency against Roosevelt and Truman.
Pass.
Pass.
Soviet leader from 1917 through 1924 after the Bolshevik.
Lenin.
Yes. Vice President under Lyndon Johnson, known as the Happy Warrior.
Pass.
Pass.
Mongolian emperor who founded China's Yun dynasty.
Khan.
More specific.
Genghis.
Genghis Khan.
That's incorrect. And time.
Sorry.
We have 4-6 pass to Carlson. Carlson, here we go. First Prime Minister of Israel. No. Lost the race for the presidency 3 times, but won the Scopes monkey
right?
trial.
I'm gonna say it just because Darwin.
No.
It's not close.
Lord Protector of England from 1653 to 1658.
No answer. Let me pass.
New York governor who lost 2 times to the presidency to Roosevelt and Truman.
Pass.
Vice President under Lyndon Johnson. That's time. And we have none. 6 that people did not get. First Prime Minister of Israel is David Ben-Gurion. Ran for the presidency 3 times, William Jennings Bryan. Lord Protector of England, Oliver Cromwell. New York governor who lost 2 times, once against Roosevelt, once against Truman, was Thomas Dewey. Vice President under Lyndon Johnson was Hubert Humphrey, and you picked the wrong Khan. It was Kublai Khan. That's the end of our 3rd quarter. We'll be back in a minute to finish up this match. Our 4th quarter is about to begin, and each question is worth 20 points, and there are 15 of them. Here we go, toss-up 1. In which body organ are tiny units known as Bowman's capsules? Ben?
Kidney.
The kidney is correct. I'll need 2 names for this next one. Identify the president's wife who never became First Lady because she died before he was inaugurated, and who was nicknamed American Jezebel, Aunt Rachel, Bonnie Brown wife, and the best one, convicted adulteress. And that's time. He had a duel and shot somebody dead because he called her that. Her name was Rachel Jackson. Toss up 3. Which leader who came to power in 1856 and was assassinated in 1881 is the subject of Edvard Radvinsky's 2005 biography, The Last Great Tsar? Ben?
Peter.
That's incorrect. And that's time. His name is Alexander II. Toss up 4. In the U.S., the Republican Party is often referred to as the GOP. The initials GOP stand for, Ben?
Grand Old Party.
Is correct. Toss up 5. An incendiary device was discovered at the scene of a suspicious fire. Spell incendiary. Ben?
INCENDIARY.
Is correct. Toss up 6. 3 notes of equal duration with a curved line and a number 3 to indicate the group of notes called, Ben?
Triplet.
A triplet. How many groups of 8th note triplets are equal in time to the value of a dotted half note? Tyler?
Chord.
Sorry. How many groups of 3? 3 groups of 3. Toss up 7. Before the invention of the printing press, books were copied by professionals. The name was earlier applied to the ancient Hebrew teachers of the law. What is the name of these professional copiers? Rebecca?
A scribe.
That is absolutely correct. Toss up 8. It began with a warning of unrestricted submarine warfare during which the United States would hopefully remain neutral. In the event that the U.S. should join the conflict, it offered aid for military strikes aimed at distracting America from the war. Name this encrypted government communique of 1917 sent to the German ambassador in Mexico by its namesake, Tyler?
Zimmerman note.
The Zimmerman note or the Zimmerman telegram is correct. Toss up 9. The name of the U.S. presidential plane is called Air Force One. What is the name of the U.S. presidential helicopter? Ben?
Marine One.
It is Marine One. Toss up 10. This scientist realized the need for an additional term, the displacement current, in Ampere's law so that changing electrical fields could also create magnetic, Ben,
Ohm.
that's incorrect, could also create magnetic fields. He used that modified equation and 3 others to correctly predict that light consisted of a pair of transverse waves in E and B fields. Name this Scottish scientist known for his 4 laws of electromagnetism. Tyler.
Tesla.
Incorrect. His name is James Clerk Maxwell, or Maxwell's equations. Toss up 11. Steelworkers and others may have a clause in their wage contracts which requires an automatic change in their nominal income as a result of a change in the consumer price index. What is this change in wages which attempts to maintain real wages? Ben?
Inflation adjustment.
Incorrect. Rebecca?
Rate of inflation?
Sorry. It's an adjustment. It's cost of living adjustment. Toss up 12, both teams. What state lists Mount Elbert as its highest elevation and the Arkansas River as its lowest? Wayne?
Arkansas.
Incorrect. Ben?
Missouri.
It's Colorado. Toss up 13. Written in one day, the poem Tam O'Shanter is one of his most often quoted and most popular poems. Who is this Scottish poet responsible for this poem? Wayne?
Connery.
Incorrect. And that's time. His name is Robbie Burns. Current events. What country recently rejected remarks by the UN nuclear watchdog chief that its nuclear arsenal could fall into the hands of Islamic militants? Ben?
Pakistan.
Pakistan is correct. And lastly, last one of the match. Sweden and Norway recently said that they had withdrawn a plan to send 400 troops to what country? Because of opposition from the government there, which has insisted that any peacekeeping forces be predominantly African. Ben?
Sudan.
The Sudan is correct. That ends our match. We'll be back in a minute with our final score. That's the end of today's match. The final score is Trenton High School 395 and Carlson High School 75. Please join us next time when Dearborn High School will play Annapolis High School. This is Mike McLean saying goodbye from Mega Conference Quiz Bowl.